Dear students, welcome back to my channel. In this class, let us discuss about an interesting and very important concept called combination of capacitors. Do you know what is the meaning of this word combination? Meaning of the word combination is grouping. Okay, so that is grouping of capacitors. First of all, what is the need of this combination or grouping of capacitors? Why do we need that grouping? See, I will tell you. Actually, grouping or combination is a technique of getting the desired value of capacitance from the available value of capacitances. Okay, that is the technique of getting the desired value of capacitance from the available value of capacitances is said to be the grouping of capacitors or combination of capacitors. Please remember, there are two types of combinations. One is series combination and the other one is parallel combination. Okay, first one series combination. Okay, so when the capacitors are said to be in series means, see, if they are connected in this way means they are said to be in series. That is, end-to-end connection of capacitors is called series connection, otherwise series grouping or series combination. So if C1, C2 and C3 are the three capacitors, then one end of the C1 should be connected to only one end of the C2, and similarly one end of the C2 has to be connected only with one end of C3. This type of arrangement is called series arrangement or series combination. Please remember, in series combination, charge remains constant. Charge is constant on each capacitor. That is the very important point you should remember. Charge is constant on each capacitor. That is, charge on C1 is equal to charge on C2 is equal to charge on C3. Next, potential or voltage is divided or divides. That is potential splits. Suppose if I connect this combination of three capacitors to a battery which possesses or which gives a potential difference of V volts, then V1 is the potential drop across C1, V2 be the potential drop across C2 and V3 be the potential drop across C3. But the charge in each capacitor is constant. Okay, here V can be written as V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, please remember. So in series combination, charge remains constant and the potential will divide. Otherwise, voltage will divide. So this combination is also called as potential divider combination. Potential divider combination. Okay. So and moreover, this series combination is well preferred whenever we desire a small value of capacitance from the available value of capacitances. Okay, if I need, so I have for example 4 microfarad capacitors, and suppose I need a 2 microfarad capacitor, then I will go for this series combination. So how means, let us discuss it later. Similarly, the second type of combination is parallel combination. That is parallel combination. When the capacitors are said to be connected in parallel means, suppose if all the capacitors are connected between two common points like this, suppose C1, C2, C3 are the three capacitors which are connected between these two common points, some A and B. So such type of arrangement is called a parallel arrangement or parallel grouping. Here what will split and what remains constant you can easily guess. Yes, just interchange. Here charge divides, that is, it can able to store Q1, it can able to store Q2, it can able to store Q3. Therefore, Q can be written as Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. And what divides here? Sorry, what remains constant here? Potential. Potential or voltage remains same across this combination. Suppose if I connect it to potential difference source which gives V volts, then the same potential will come across this combination. Okay, that is PD across C1, PD across C2 and PD across C3 will be same, that is V. Okay, so when this parallel combination is preferred, when this parallel combination is preferred means if we want to get more capacitance from the small capacitance, available capacitances, then we usually go for parallel. Okay, fine. Please remember, in series combination, potential will divide and charge remains constant. Okay, now let us come to an important 5-mark derivation. So in your examination you may get the question like this: derive an expression for effective capacitance. Derive an expression for effective capacitance of combination of 2 capacitors connected in series or 3 capacitors connected in series, like that. What is effective capacitance? Effective capacitance or equivalent capacitance is just like a resultant force or resultant vector. You know about resultant vector, a single vector which produces the same effect as that of 2 or more vectors, like that. Okay. As I said, very important question for 5 marks. Derive an expression for equivalent or effective equivalent capacitance of combination of 2 capacitors in series. Derive an expression for equivalent capacitance or effective capacitance of combination of 2 capacitors in series. Okay, as I said earlier, let us consider 2 capacitors C1 and C2 which are connected end to end, hence the combination is said to be a series combination, and I will connect this combination to a source of potential difference, otherwise voltage, that is a battery, simply a dry cell which can able to give a potential difference of V volts. So as I said earlier, this V will split into V1 and V2 and the charge remains constant. Since I have connected this first plate of this C1 to the positive terminal, here we can expect the positive charges, and here we can expect negative charges due to induction method. So similarly here also negative charges, here the positive charges due to induction method. Okay, fine. Next, here we should write plus Q minus Q plus Q minus Q. Next, directly let us come to this point. We know that in series V is equal to V1 plus V2. Next, in place of V1 what we can write? We have this formula Q is equal to CV. Therefore, V is equal to Q divided by C. Therefore, here we can write Q divided by C1 plus Q divided by C2. If I take Q outside, it becomes 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. This is equation number 1. for our reference. Next, here you have to write one must and should sentence. That sentence says that when this combination of two capacitors is replaced by a single capacitor which maintains or which stores the same charge at the same potential difference. Okay, so when compared to the combination or grouping, that is when this combination is replaced by a single capacitor CS. CS refers to be capacitors in series. A single capacitor CS which stores same charge at same potential difference compared to the combination, then this sentence is must. You have to write this sentence. When this combination is replaced by a single capacitor which stores the same charge at the same potential difference as compared to the combination, then we can write V is equal to Q into 1 by CS. Okay, V is equal to Q into 1 by CS. Call it as equation number 2. Next, from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2, so LHS are same, so RHS has to be same. Therefore, Q into 1 over CS is equal to Q into 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. If I cancel Q on both sides, you get 1 by CS is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Sir, how can we derive the expression for effective capacitance, sir? If we have 3 capacitors, means same thing. Suppose see here, you have to add one more capacitor. Here also positive charge will come. Here the negative charge will come. Call it as C3. This is plus Q. This is minus Q. Then in series V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. That is Q divided by C3, and here one more term will come, that is 1 by C3. Next here same thing, so 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Here finally you have to write 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. If they ask you for only 2 capacitors, C1 C2 means stop here. Okay, fine. So this is the expression for effective capacitance or equivalent capacitance of combination of 3 capacitors in series. Here you have to take 3 capacitors. You may get it for 2 capacitors or for 3 capacitors. So this is the thing. Very simple one. You should know this. In series, potential will divide. That is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So in place of V1, Q over C1, Q over C2, Q over C3. Take that Q outside. So it becomes 1 by C1, 1 by C2, 1 by C3. Call it as equation number 1. When this combination is replaced by a single capacitor which can able to store the same charge at the same potential difference compared to the combination, then we can write V is equal to Q into 1 over CS, equation number 2. On comparing those two, we get this expression. Okay? See, I will tell you 2 points, extra points for 2 capacitors. For 2 capacitors, it becomes 1 by CS is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Otherwise, C1 plus C2 divided by C1 C2. So on taking this as CS, you get C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. So this is the first important point we have to remember. And the second thing is, when there are n number of identical capacitors in series, when there are n number of identical capacitors in series, then what is the C effective? C effective will become C by n. Please remember. Okay, because as per this formula, if you take for two capacitors, 1 by C1, 1 by C2, 1 by C plus 1 by C, that is equal to 2 by C. Therefore, Cs is equal to C by 2, like that. Okay, so this can be used as a shortcut often for solving the objectives. When n identical capacitors are connected in series, then the effective capacitance of the combination is given by C over n. Next, so why do we need this combination? Means to get a smaller value of capacitances from larger value of capacitances. Okay, that is one more point. And as we increase the number of capacitances in series, what happens to C effective? Yes, since it is inversely proportional to number of capacitances, as we keep on adding the capacitors in series, the C effective value goes on decreases. One more thing. In series combination, always Cs is less than C minimum. Cs is less than C minimum. What does it mean? If you connect 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad, 3 capacitors in series, then the value of Cs will be less than the minimum capacitance, that is 1 microfarad. Okay, so you can try yourself. Connect 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, 3 microfarad. Then using this formula, you calculate the Cs. Definitely you get the values of Cs as less than 1 microfarad, which is the minimum value or least value in the combination. Okay, so very important question for 5 marks. Please remember. In the next class, let us discuss about the same derivation, but the capacitors are connected in parallel. Okay, so thanks for watching.